Hello everybody, this is Brad again with Copper Pools. Today's topic is we're going to do an unboxing of the EcoSmarte programmable system. And this is for a 2-inch plumbing line, regular pool, and we're going to go through the contents in here and I'll talk a little bit about each of those pieces. So I'm going to open it from the bottom just to protect the label for it so I can put it back in inventory. So we're going to open this up and see what's in here. So the first thing that we come from, at least from the bottom, is we have what they call a pool manager's kit. If you saw my unboxing video of the turbo, it is the exact same kit that's in here. You have all the necessary testing for the copper in the pool, for the hardness in the pool, for pH, and then of course phosphates for the pool. And in here as well is the guide for how to program the actual device, a CD as well for operation of it, and then the actual overall owner's manual for a EcoSmarte copper and oxygen sanitized pool. This is the same instruction booklet that came in the turbo. So same kit that you're used to seeing. Put that material back in. We also have some more literature on it, this overall guide, and then a warranty card for you to submit. The big piece of this is going to be the actual controller itself. So this control box is different than the turbo in several ways. The biggest feature on it is it doesn't have to be on a separate timer. The timer is actually part of the software and the hardware of this controller. So that's one of the big features, whereas the turbo didn't have that. This one is programmable in that sense. The other piece of it that is a benefit is it will automatically transition between copper and oxygen. So if you're away on vacation, this thing will take care of that for you. The other feature, the third feature, which is very different, is that it also has the ability to manage a CO2 dispenser, and that is how you manage pH, because in a copper oxygen pool, you want pH between 6.8 and 7.2. Very different from another chlorine pool or salt generated chlorine pool where they want you to be more closer to 7.6. So there are leads coming out of this. The main lead is for the electrode chamber, which we're going to look at in a second. There's a power cord, and then there's this other device that's protected inside the plastic, and this is the CO2 dispenser. So in here, there's a solenoid that will be controlled by this cable from your controller, and this solenoid will open and close the gas flow. So you'll have a tube from here going to your CO2 chamber. We'll show you that in a moment. And then you have this brass fitting that goes to the CO2 tank. And there's a O-ring on here. You don't want to lose that. That's absolutely critical that you maintain control of that. The other thing that comes in the kit is the actual tubing. Now you'll see on here they have labeled to chamber and back to the tank. And the reason for that is there's a check valve in here. So the check valve will prevent water going back up to the tube from your pool supply. Basically, gas can only travel one way. And you'll see that there's a brass fitting on these, and this is what slides inside the fitting on the controller here. So that'll slide right in there. And the other end will go into the chamber where we dispense CO2. Let's look at that next. So this is a CO2 dispensing chamber. This goes in your plumbing line for your return line going back to your pool. This is the last thing in the plumbing return. This is the last thing. You want the gas to go in directly to the water. So you want to dispense this in, at the end of the line. So here's that chamber, and you see it already has the 2-inch couplers on the end. So these will fit right over your 2-inch line. So really you're just going to cut out a roughly about 7.25 inches, and this thing will glue right in. And This dispensing line obviously goes with the flow of water, so in this image, it's going from my left shoulder to my right shoulder. This is the other end of that coupler for the tube. And then the final item that you get in the automated kit is the actual electrode chamber. This is the magic of the EcoSmarte system. Every one of the systems has it, whether you're doing a pool or a hot tub or a spa. Even in their water purification appliance, you will get an electrode chamber. So I'm going to pull that right out. You might have seen these before in my other videos. It is your standard 2-inch line. Again, we're going to cut out about 11 or so, 11.5 inches, couple right into the line, and it shows you the flow of water. Water will pass by the copper electrodes first, by the oxygen electrodes second, and this little indicator is just a light indicator letting you know when power is applied to the copper. So when you put this together in your plumbing system, this will come first, and this will come second. However you want to put them in. You can have a space, but that's about it. So if you're gonna make sure you have enough room in your plumbing, you'll have to need to take that whole measurement, which roughly is about, I believe it's going to be about 18 inches worth of pipe you got to take out. So that's it. That's what comes in the EcoSmarte automated system. If you want to order one of these, they're on my website. If you're in the local Austin metropolitan area, I can install it for you. And I usually do that installation included with the purchase price, so no extra dollars there. It does require CO2 tanks, and again, you know, those are at your local welding supply store. They run here in the Austin area about $250 roughly for a brand new tank filled, and then when you refill it for right at $32. And you'd have to dial that in order to know how much CO2 you need in order to maintain your pool water between 6.8 and 7.2. I hope you liked the video. If you got questions, put them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.